So we got the version 2 of the deck. So the main things that changed is I added an Eternal Witness, an Ephemerate, Prismatic Ending, Time Warp, and the Tundra. Cut like one Prime Time, that Tutor card, one of the Ultimatums. Oh, I added an Uro to get some life gain, something else to Greenstone for. With the extra land drop, gain 3 life, extra land drop is nice, and with Lotus Field stacking lands, you can feel it pretty easily. I added an oof to the sideboard because game 1 you could Living Wish, game 2 you could Greenstone. That's about it. So, see if any of the new cards matter at all. Opponent who is 2/2. Yeah, this is nice. A little slow, but you know. Death Shadow, huh? If they have Thoughtseize. Ponder. Wonder how Death Shadow is in the matchup. Snuff Out's annoying for the Spell Seeker in response to like a snap. There's a Bug Shadow, interesting. Seems like a hymn, that'd be pretty bad. They now chose to shuffle. Okay. Thoughtseize. There it is. Luckily, Silver Spring and Living Wish both get me the card I want. So. You probably don't have Murktide if you're playing over Entomb, which is good to know. Took the Atraxa. Interesting. Balancing Act could be nice. Oh, they reanimated my Atraxa. That's kind of funny. And they have Murktide in their Overgrown Tomb deck. Interesting. Reanimate makes sense. So I could have gotten a... I mean, I could have Living Wish, but... There's no way I'm Silver Scrying for Crocus if they have... Because they had to top deck it, right? No, they tapped out. They went Ponder, Thoughtseize. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about putting a Crocus in the sideboard, but maybe it's better than Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead came up so little. A second Crocus, like one to get with the Living Wish, might be better. And obviously this is going to get Thoughtseized right now, but it's like the principle of it. Swamp Shadow Berserk Thoughtseize. Yeah, Shadow would actually one-shot me, right? They go to 4, fetch shock, go to 1, play the Shadow. Like, this doesn't have first strike. So, probably gonna die to this bug deck. At least it only took me... Leaving me Living Wish is kind of bizarre. Like, this is, I can cast this next turn and it could like literally just get a Caracas. So yeah, if I had Caracas on the board, they misplayed and I could have been okay. Yeah, they have Berserk as well, so they could like fetch shock, the Shadow, and then Berserk next turn. Yeah, don't have... Trying to think, Cloud of Fairies. No, I didn't have any outs. Okay. Yeah, being on the play, big difference. Take another Verdict. I guess the Endurance is good. Ultimatum. Sylvan Library. Maybe Surgical's worse than Sylvan Library. Let's try that. So I think I'm gonna get a tropical island. So I have the option of playing a Tef next turn. Like if they waste on a Greenstone for a Burrow Grazer, put Lotus Field in, sack them both. Sure. So just gonna try to like scam a Grief here. Maybe let's try that. It's like pretty easy just to leave me with force, right? Like it's pretty straightforward. Oh, okay. Weird. Spellseeker's nice. So we'll get a Boreal Grazer here. Just get rid of the liability, the one that could get snuffed out. It's weird how they, like, the bug is always tough to fit everything. Like, they have the Scam package and Berserk, left the Street Wraiths, have Overgrown Tomb with Murktide. Like, I don't know what's not in the deck. Yeah, I top 16 the challenge with it. so just trying a little bit tweaks to it. That shock reanimate probably. Yep, fetch shock reanimate. Figured as much. So I think we'll just let it resolve. They'll take our spell seeker. We can put Yorion into hand. And still hold up a force. If we force pitch, they don't have a 3-2, but then we won't have a force next turn. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna do this. Actually, I should do this right now before they play waste. Before they like can hold up a wasteland on this. They probably. Do you think they run wasteland in a 3-color deck? Probably not. Well, they do. Wow, so played around it nice. What's up, Mike? Versing what's probably a very difficult matchup. They had last game they had turn 1 Thoughtseize like into reanimate my Atraxa, you know. Alright, they have 1 card left. We probably win if we draw a Spellseeker. Just have to fade it exactly, snuff out. Do I have enough mana to put a Yorion in hand? No, not right now. And I do get to play around days. Will I ever have enough mana to Yorion? So each time I'll get to go +1. I'm so bad at the math with this. So I have 3 snaps left. So here I have 7 minus. So if I -3 for Yorion, no, because then I wouldn't be able to snap it. So yeah. Okay, they have 6. That's nice. Oh, actually, I don't even need to, right? Like they have 8 life. I guess I have to get the mana, right? I have to get the mana, yeah, to be able to do it. I probably have just enough, right? I think it's like literally just enough. When it's all said and done. I have 1 extra. No, but I don't have enough mana. That's the whole thing. Like I got 1 left, like each time, because Snap nets a mana each time. So I didn't have to do the last one, but it plays around them like slower along days, I guess. All right. Good to put like a Hull Breacher in. It's like a good random card. Maybe they'll like Thoughtseize and Reanimated, thinking it's good versus me. Can't take my eyes off of you. Kind of sick to rip the 2 out of there. It's like 2 out of 60. really good to be lucky. Yeah, Hubbard's like medium. Yeah, so no matter what, you have to go off the whole combo to just like basically get enough mana. The Dryad Arbor's painful here. I really wanted the green sun for Dryad so we could Living Wish turn 2. If they're gonna Thoughtseize me, this hand has mana. I'm gonna keep it. Like versus the Grief Thoughtseize deck, I'm just gonna keep this, I think. Like we can always Green Sun X as 1 for a Boreal Grazer and put this in 1 turn ahead. The Boreal Grazer is like legit so good. This Plains is really nice. Fetching before, like, that's kind of weird. Do you just know they're going to draw Thoughtseize and want the black mana? Wow, really? No, they did not shuffle. I love you, baby. Days in the Overgrown Tomb deck with Murktide, of course. Baby. Wow, these are lines. I mean, it's really good if they hit like Grief Reanimate. Yeah, Bug Shadow. See if they did not brainstorm into the nuts. Okie dokie. So I think I'm gonna cast a Living Wish here for Thespian stage. Or I could just play my Endurance out. Alright, the first decision of the game. So we either just hardcast the Endurance to keep them off of Murktide, or that would slow me down 1 turn. The following turn will let me play Living Wish around Days for like stage and this. Interesting. I think maybe with their life total low, getting a blocker into play is appealing, so I'm just gonna do this during their upkeep. I guess I can do it now. Do it now. I guess it's no difference. Like if it's Days, it just gives them a chance to brainstorm into it. And of course they have a Days, Rockstar status. The old double Days. Let's see if their plan is just to play like 2 shadows. Shadow, okay. Their plan is to play 2 shadows, okay. God, I wish I had something that let my opponents gain life. Like this deck seems like a deck that would just like let their opponents gain life. Alright. What do we want to do? Definitely gotta get a Lotus Field down this turn. It's what else are we doing? We could play a regular land drop and just try to get oh, we can play a regular land drop and get a grist. But then I can't play Lotus Field. I can Greenstone for Arbor, play that, and then also Living Wish, maybe? I guess there's a downside if this gets countered. I'm fucked. So I could get like a Peacekeeper. Dude, I have a lot of options here, actually. I mean... Okay, they had force, okay. God, getting rid of a Murktide is a big deal. Okay. I do have Verdict Mana if I draw it. Hope they don't have a fetch or a reanimate here. Obviously. Alright. So I'm pretty dead. Pretty dead, I think. Right, 12. I guess, like, not dead, but, like, not looking great type situation. Depends what their hand is. Haha. Cool. Damn. What a brutal draw from them. Could, like, Green Sun for Grist, tick up, play Dryad Arbor. Green Sun for a Boreal Grazer. Put this into play. Yeah, no, you sort of don't want that with the Balancing Act. Green Sun. I feel like I need to get this down, but how do I live if I get this down? Yeah, I guess I play... No, because this is my land drop. Uro puts me to 11 where I only have to block one potentially. I guess I can Green Sun for Uro. Puts me to 11. I put Dryad. They didn't have a land last turn. That's 9. We die to a Shock or a Thoughtseize. The safest way is Green Sun for Arbor. And play this for turn. Damn. I think I'm beat here. So it's very frustrating. This is a really frustrating game. Like the double days force, double shadow. It's pretty annoying. Could have played around the second days, I guess. We'll give me the best chance to win. Is it just Grist and Dryad Arbor? Grist and Dryad Arbor lose to removal. That other land looks to removal, but this doesn't lose to Thoughtseize. Yeah, so we just get Grist. Gives us a one draw step for Verdict. Obviously, fucking Sudden Edict. Yeah, just like turns away from like the way to win. Like we float 4 mana, play Balancing Act, like sack this Balancing Act. Damn, that's a really frustrating loss. Really frustrating. Urion Mirror. The Urion losers with the one lander. I mean, it's really good if they don't have a counterspell, removal, wasteland, anything. So, or if I draw a land, so it's fine. Yeah, I forgot to put the dope Urion as my companion. Wait, what? Oh, it added 2, okay. Oh, is this a mirror? Did they copy my deck? That's funny. That would be really funny. Do need to draw a land or I'm pretty fucked. Yeah, I think they think this is my deck. It's kind of funny. Oh, this could just be the one that won the thingy. Yeah, I think this is just the whatever. I think this is the one that won the challenge on Sunday. I'm pretty sure. Probably a lot better than mine. Pretty brutal if they have like Teferi here. If they have Teferi, I might like drop the league. Okay. I guess technically I can copy now. I just put a I'm gonna put Grazer in play, and actually like this actually just blocks, right? Maybe I should have put this in play last turn. They didn't put Yorion in hand last turn. They didn't do anything. That's weird. Cosmetic ending my library. Yorion in hand this turn. Okay. Oh, they might have Orum's Chant, which could be a little annoying, I guess. Start with the Spellseeker. Actually, I should maybe go for the win. I have double force. It's not like the worst time to go for the win. I can just get an Orum's Chant here. I can get a Sylvan Scrying. I can get a Living Wish. A lot of options. I think a Sylvan Scrying is actually probably the best. Like, just giving myself... Like, if it's a control mirror, you know, and I have 10 mana versus, like, 4, it's pretty relevant. It looks like they have a lot of lands, and they witted back a land. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just like, I mean, Spellseeker's busted. You have like Ewit, Ice Fangs. Like, you're just getting a lot of value. It seems like it's so easy to put in like natural order for Atraxa, like without like sacrificing very much. If we're in a stare down and I have this in play, I don't think I should go for the combo. Well, that makes it maybe kind of makes me want to go for the combo. I can green some for like a Grist here to draw a Force of Will, probably. I mean, I can also just like say go. They're not doing anything, and we have a combo win. They don't, so. I'm not supposed to have Thespian stage sooner. Yeah, they just like. I genuinely wonder what's in their hand. They have Yorion and what? Like, they didn't plow this when they had a chance to. It's weird. How many permanents do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I guess we can also go to Snap something, which would remove a permanent from the battlefield. Do I want to pay for this? Can they like bolt me, right? I think I want to just pay. There's gonna be a lot of stack action, yeah. I can always just Spell Seeker for an Orum's Chant, which is like 1 mana and they're pretty sweet. I'm worried it'll cost me. So I'll let this just get an Orum's Chant. They're forcing pitching a force. Oh, that's really good for me. I feel like that like basically means I win. They don't have any blue. How funny is this? This is turn 7 and they had no blue mana in play. So they had force, force, force. Looks like their hand was triple force. Force negation. Okay, so I'm gonna respond to force negation. So they have Yorion and 3 unknowns. Okay. They let that resolve. So I'm inclined to let this resolve. Now they're trying to surgical spell secret. That's funny. So they have Yorion, 2 unknowns. The thing is, even if it was this Fluster also the one of... Oh, Ephemerate. To get... to get Forcible back. So they're going to force this. Pitching the Yorion. Having 1 card in hand. Okay, and now they're surgical on my Spell Seeker resolves. We still have the Living Wish copyright, yeah, okay. Luckily we play around main deck surgical very well. Emergent Ultimatum, baby. Endurance, Orum's Chant, Thespian Stage. Well, like, so they cast Force, Surgical, and we're still pretty much gonna win. Kind of nuts, right? Wow, we just beat Force Will, Force Negation, Surgical Extraction, Ephemerate, like, still just beat it. That's so fucking nuts. That is so fucking sweet. Jundanor, what's up? Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. It was really nice winning like that. Like through a ton of interaction and just like won pretty easily, which is they had the nuts. They had force, surgical. Like, well, that's funny. If I let force resolve, then I could have played spell speaker before they had a chance to surgical. So I definitely could have played a little better. I think Hull Breacher is probably good enough to bring in on its own. I don't think I'm gonna wish for it, then I'll know about it. The endurances seem fine. Nothing great. I guess I can cut a land because I'm bringing in the Field of the Dead. They run no wastelands, yeah. So we can probably cut like the basic plane or the second forest. Probably don't need the second forest, right? Okay. So we know who the better Yorion deck is, huh? God, this deck is so fucking sweet. Did not want this is like a mulligan, but you know. It is what it is. Damn. Kind of want to play this now. Nice. Getting a Forceful out there is so sweet. Yeah, pitching the Icing, so we didn't attack. Now that Maggie's. We got tap for this, which would be a little annoying, or don't care about that at all. This card doesn't matter. Like, this card's better than that card. Maybe I want to try to get up to a, Oh, did I set Feel the Dead in? I'm supposed to leave it in the sideboard for Living Wish. That's so silly of me. I guess Primetime can get it now. That's not the worst. I mean, I'm supposed to sack the Dryad Arbor and keep the planes. I could buy that. It's probably silly of me. It does this weird stuff. Like, it's probably not worth keeping though. Like, it just gives them a free strip mine, which is, you know, not ideal. Spellseeker too good. One, two, three. So I can get Grist. I can get Eternal Witness for a land drop. Which legit is probably like the hottest thing. I just got back Sylvan Library. Sylvan Library is just like a must force card again. Definitely not attacking the icing. Don't care. And next turn I can Sylvan Library and get Yorion. If I draw a land, I could just slam Primetime. They're holding up Hardcast Force, so... So here I think I'll Uro to try to find another land drop. Well, it's a land drop, just not the one I wanted. So now they're just gonna play Uro, which is certainly a little annoying. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. If I had one more mana, I'd feel much better about it. Oh, Eternal Witness to target a Spellseeker. That's good value, sure. How many Eternal Witnesses do they run? 3 and 4 Spellseekers, yeah. It's just like infinite chain of value, huh? It's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying, actually. Let's get Ephemerate, right? It's just an Ephemerate deck. So I really have like one draw step here to hit the land. I guess I could play Uro if I miss, which is not nothing. Oh, Orum's Chant, wow. They have Ephemerate already? Thespian Stage and maybe Caracas. Played land, so they must have Ephemerate already, right? So they definitely have more value. We just have like a sneaky combo, so it's probably close. I did set out Verdict. I could have gotten a Lotus Field there, sacking like Dark Depths and Dryad Arbor maybe. This deck's super hard. Every time I think like, oh, I'll play it again, it'll get easier. Yeah, obviously the slowest fucking Ephemerate. 1 minute to cast it. So now they kick this, then Eternal Witness will get back Ephemerate, then Ephemerate will get back Urban Chain. So this is a lock. This is a like a. It's technically a soft lock because we could draw Force of Will. So it's like you can't concede because if you draw Force one time, then like you're fine. It's like frustrating because you actually just can't concede because if you draw force of will, you break it up. Or even like endurance. Like so yeah, you have endurance like on their upkeep. Like right here, if I had drawn endurance to the Thespian stage, I would just endurance them and essentially win. So because we have like 6 outs, I have to just play. It's like a 10% chance. It's not impossible. We have Caracas for their Yorion. Sure, doesn't matter. I guess that stops my. All right, so that's actually the hard. It was like the nut draw, huh? Yeah, no, they drew the nuts. Damn, that sucks. Like literally the one thing. Cool. Opponent is certainly moto premiuming today. They have 3 tests. I have 3 endurances. How come I couldn't get my endurance? So I can actually tick this down, which won't do anything, but I could do it. They fucked up! They didn't chant me! Oh my god. So I can play one thing here. What gives me the best chance to win? Nothing, right? Oh, primetime gets me Field of the Dead, which makes it harder for them to win, I guess. Right. Well, I did it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different names, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different names. So we get. Okay. Weird. We definitely like. I don't know if we could have won. We could have made it very hard for them to win, though. We had Caracas for the Yorion, Caracas for the Uro, and we get Field of the Dead from that one trigger, and Thespian stage the Field of the Deads. So we have 3 Field of the Dead. So every land drop makes 3 zombies, and they have to fight through like 3 zombies a turn, and the Caracas. They probably just can't do it in time. They only had 11 minutes left, so. Pizza. Pizza. These hands are so wild. Like, how does this deck win 1 game of Magic is a legitimate question. Definitely mulligan that. Definitely keep. Give it a try over. Like just reanimator, no decisions matter. Yeah, cool. Oh, it's what, Black Saga Storm maybe. Black Saga Storm has to be an unwinnable matchup. Sure. Yeah, it just has to be an unwinnable matchup. Just saying. There's no way. Now we're just dead. Got the old turn 2 win, huh? Guess I should have just kept that first hand with Oh no, and Thoughtseize. They had the turn 1 with the turn 2 with Thoughtseize. Our opponent is truly a god tier gamer. Went to the Tony School of Magic. Yeah. How can you lose with a deck like that? So, Collector Oof in. Hole Breacher doesn't do anything. Besiege you probably over like a Plains. Endurance doesn't do anything. I guess Grist doesn't do anything. Okay, this match was probably close to unwinnable. God, if that was silence, we can keep it. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to mold these bad boys. Was hope like. Okay, I guess. Bottom. Cancel. I guess that. Just hope to hit running lands. We just need land like non-Lotus Field lands. Let me specify, because Mox Opal. Sure. Yeah, like no decisions mattered, right? So let's see if I forced this, if it would matter. They would still have Metalcraft. Okay. So there's a chance they wouldn't have this in play right now. Let's see if it matters at all. Nope. And if I didn't draw, our hand was to. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, this deck should just roll me, right? Like it just wins on its own. Like when they have like turn 1 Thoughtseize with like a turn 2 win, you know, there's just yeah. Oh, hey Mark, thanks, dude. Yeah, yeah, that was not a match. How'd you finish up, bud? Hope you did well. This is what we're playing right now. Trying some small tweaks. Ran into our worst possible matchup just now, so that was a nice 30-second game. Aww. I was gonna say, I thought that was a pretty quick leak for you. She wants to court him. MTG Charlie, what's up? We run almost no 1-drops, so cool. You got me. What, senora? Watch your body line. What, senora? It's good all the time. That's the American Dream, Mark. I believe you. I thought it was honestly I could have played it. I could have fetched Island. So maybe it's a mistake on my part. Shake, shake. They used Simian Spirit Card when they had a mountain. Wild. Oh, that's actually a really good draw. So I think I'll just pass here. We have the Endurance, which is pretty nice. And we have Boseiju if they... The nice thing is if they play another Blood Moon, we can just let it resolve, play the Lotus Field, then Boseiju it afterwards. The initiative creature here would be a pain. That doesn't have text, that's fine. And they are at 11, by the way. They are at 11. Yeah, I don't want to shuffle mine, I don't want to shuffle theirs, so. Like, Endurance should be pretty good here with the Ancient Tomb. I love how people don't F6 with a literal Trinisphere in play. Like, you just can't do anything, and we both know it. Shake, senora. Shake your body line. Work. Do they keep a hand with no threats? Aha! Balancing Act. We get to play Balancing Act. What is this? Gone? Are you gonning my... Oh, that's even worse for you, friend. Wait till you learn what Balancing Act does. So I'm actually not gonna put any in my hand right now. I'll discard my Endurance for you to sack 3 permanents. Deal. You probably sack like Chalice, Trinisphere, and Ancient Tomb. Wow, that's so good for me. Deal. Oh, choose 2 cards in. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Okay, sure. Wow, wild. I know, that's like bananas to me, but what do I know? What the hell do I know? So I want to put this in play. I think I do actually now. I think I'm at the point where that's like just sort of whatever. I'm just going to get an attacker into play. Let's get another land maybe. Cool. Oh yeah, they could have done the wrong thing for sure. It makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And Verdict is like pretty medium. This is better than Surgical, right? So our plan post board versus these decks is Let them get a Blood Moon down, play our Dark Depths and like Boseiju or Spellseeker the Magus, or do something like that. That's gonna be our plan. Sure. God. If we get to untap, I think this hand is fine. We get the fetch. Let's just hope we get to untap and at least get a green source in. Nope, we don't. I can't stand when this deck has Chrome Mox. I don't care when they have Simian Spirit Guide. I just can't stand when they have Chrome Mox. It's so annoying. Please just chow someone. Please chow someone. Show me who's boss. No. Oh, unlicensed. Sure. Deal. You what? Absolutely. You owned me. You fucking got me there. So the question is, do I greenstone for Dryad Arbor here? I think so. They didn't even hearse me. Let's see, does the Blood Moon we anticipated, or Magus, rather, whatever. Trinisphere. Just cards that I could not care. This could be a cold cards I do not care about. Well, that's a nice one as well. So let's look at me, so I could just go, like, fetch a Plains and living... I got a couple options here. I think I want to get a Spellseeker in play. I want to get a Plains also. No, they would have played a Blood Moon. It's like... So I can get a Prismatic Ending without white. I can get a Sylvan Scrying, which would let me get a Plains or a Dark Depths. Yeah, I like that. I got Living Wish for like Peacekeeper, Spellseeker, a couple different things. It lets me search a basic Plains. Yeah, so this hand is looking decent. Okay. Hopefully they just fire up Den or something. Yeah, I've thought about it, but it's like with Balancing Act, you want to sort of sack your lands. I thought about doing a version with like Blood Sun. Then you have like Elvish Reclaimer. Yeah, right, there's the Blood Moon. Okay, that's fine. It actually took away their only threat, which is kind of funny. And now we get to play Lotus Field. Oh, Lotus Field, Sylvan Scrying. Oh my god, this. Oh god. Oh guys. Oh, you people in chat, guys, gals. He did. Oh my good lord. So now we get to go. Where is it? There's a Boseiju in the board, right? Okay. So now we have this with no counters. And now we can Living Wish for Boseiju next turn. After playing Lotus Field. So even if they have like a Gone, we have a Lotus Field in play. Or did they draw a threat finally? Caves of Chaos? Could be Shatter Skull Smashing, which would be pretty dumb. Looking like it's a Chalice on one. There's one Besage on the board. Yeah, so we get to play. So we get the Dark Depths in, we get to play this in, and then we get to bounce it. So it's kind of hot. Fury, deal. This resolves. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Eating Blood Moon feels fucking nuts. Like, I'm 2-0 versus Blood Moon decks, which I thought would be really bad. So, that's cool. Kind of happy about that. So, we lost to the Turbo Fast deck, and then we lost to Shadow. Shadow, I think, could be a toss-up with a little... That was a very close game with, like, double Daze, double Shadow, which, you know... Definitely could have played a little differently, I suppose. It's nothing. Yeah, I guess. Watch it be Reanimator, and I have Endurance and Surgical. It'd be pretty awesome. Time Warp is the worst card. Yeah, Sylvan Scrying is so good though. Like getting Boseiju, getting a basic plains, getting Lotus Field, getting Thespian Stage. Alright, this to me is gonna be a bullshit deck. Just a big pile of bullshit. So I'm feeling the bullshit. It's not great, not terrible. I think here we actually just get a Thespian Stage. They might force this and it's show and tell because they're worried I'm gonna get Caracas. Yeah. So it's definitely show and tell. the force your Sylvan Scrying, huh? Sure. Sure, Ancient Tomb show and tell. Or Land Lotus Petal show and tell. Rainy day tomorrow, what's up? Oh. Oh. What? That's so weird. It's a staff deck and they were worried about a Sylvan Scrying? That's crazy. I mean, obviously it's working out for them, like, they're genius, but, that's wild that they countered that when, like, definitely worked for them. Yeah, there's one Surgical in the deck to Spellseeker for. It's been, like, quite good. Like, you eat Force of Wills, like, in the fair matchups, where, like, you just want to be able to combo. Like, next turn I could Surgical Force of Will, and then get a Tef down. If I draw land. Marsh Flats. That's weird. That's really bad. That's so bad. Drawing Burning Wish is just, like, you never want to draw this card. You never, ever want to draw this card. And I drew it. I actually didn't draw it once during the challenge, but drew it twice during the leagues. Which is, like, you know, kind of odd. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like that much. Yeah, it's so sick when they always have, like, 3 staffs and 20 cards. It always happens that way. Like, you think it, like, watch this board develop, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna realize that balancing act is quite insane. Wow, they had the nuts, huh? The old Nutter Butters. Yeah, and I got stuck on that. So that was just a non-game. They oddly forced a Sylvan Scrying, and it worked. Like, ironically, if they got Sylvan Scrying, like, and I got Lotus Field, it wouldn't have done anything. Because I needed multiple colors. Yeah, staff do one. And there's not endurance to do much. I guess we can get a Collector Roof just in case they get in a position with a lot of staffs. Hullbridger seems nice. Everything else seems fine. I don't think I want to bring anything else in. Could cut the Verdict. But there's nothing really worth bringing in, right? So it's like, yeah, whatever. Have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? Trying to think about there's other ways to utilize Lotus Field. I think Lotus Field is like so good, but what are some ways or decks that we can really like get it going? Yeah, Loam's like, yeah, like not having like you can always like run one Loam probably with especially with Spellseeker. Deck is so tight though. Like Cloud of Fairies, like it's so funny. Cloud of Fairies have always been like really good. Like extra snaps, extra blue cards. Let's just try to draw more than 2 lands. All right, it's a 2-lander that I'll keep though. I'll fight. I'll fight for this, so that's fine. And we have 2 basics if they're on like some stupid back to basic plan. I mean, we're paying 8. Force pitch ultimatum. Tanking on 6 here. Okay. Alright. Opponent finally decided. Very next train. It's nice not playing a deck with like Ponders and Brainstorms also. That's a good draw. Give us some options for next turn. Spell Pierce would be irritating. Force I'll fight over. It'd be a weird. I would like if this is Spell Pierce, I'd be shocked. Like this is the easiest Spell Pierce of your life. It's probably Brainstorm. Yeah, makes sense. Cool. Mono Red Sneak. Yeah. I mean, you can still play it. No one's stopping you. Cloud of Fairies beats back to basics, which is nice. I think I forced that. Because that could race what I'm doing. And I want to pay 8 in here. Okay, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get an Orum's Chant or an Ephemerate or a Snap. A Snap, I think. Karaka seems pretty easy to sack this match. We'll probably sack Caracas first. Leave the island so we can Cloud of Fairies it. Staff tapping both white mana. That's a play. They're holding up a Fluster Storm or something weird. Damn, I really just wanted a land. So it's just, I can't buy a land right now, huh? Yeah, this gets like Spell Piercer flustered, it'll be pretty brutal. Okay, good. Buy a land. How? Yeah, back to basics. Okay, we figured this was coming. That's what we have the Cloud of Fairies to beat that. It's nice. Yep. I mean, we have the win over a couple turns. Let's play this here, attack for 1. I might surgical the Stoneforge Mystic. No, I mean, I guess I could just snap the Coldra token. The fairy, I think I'm okay with. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that, sure. Yeah, our next turn is just going to be fetch, copy here. Go fetch a green, I guess. Could trade off their board. I think leaving this in play might make them waste a Sword to Plowshares or something. On our turn, we'll just surgical targeting the Brainstorm. And they need, yeah, we need like Force or Plow or something. So now they have Hardcast Force, which is a little irritating. Just kidding. So we'll go after the Brainstorm, see exactly what they have. Getting black. It's like a bad version of the deck. Damn. Now they get to take my Cloud of Fairies, which is actually a big deal. Like, the rest did not matter at all. That matters. Now I have to, like, Living Wish for Boseiju. Like, we still have outs, which is fine. I mean, it's the easiest Cloud of Fairies of your life, right? Yeah, like, I don't. That was pretty bizarre to me. Pretty weird. So now surgical. Obviously, they drew... Again, they always need 2 and 20 cards at a minimum. So I could surgical the Brainstorm. The fact that they have 2 redraws for Force the following turn makes this tough. Boreal Grazer. If I actually just had a land... Well, I guess I can still... Hold on, I can still go for the combo just right now, right? So they did Force, okay. And Mystical Dispute, cool. Force, Mystical Dispute, and Plow. Those are good last cards. So I go to 3. But stage you in a turn, I go to 1, and I have all my mana when I'm at 1 life. Okay. Damn, needed this, huh? So brutal. Like being able to have like multiple things, like because then they would have had to dispute, I guess, leaving them Force. Man, people play this, it just kills me. Just kills me. It's so hard, like to stream when people play like this. Pretty brutal if they drew the 3rd staff in 24 cards. Okay. Trying to think about what I could draw that'll beat Force, and has to be like I have to draw like Orum's Chant, I guess. Orum's Chant, I think, is the only thing that would give me a shot. I mean, obviously drew like all interaction, right? Because the sword is just like a hard counter. I fucked up my tapping there. Yeah. I should have tapped both. And because they have Tef in play, because they have Tef, that just wins the game. Because they have Dispute and Plow. So I get to plow this and never did. Yeah, that Tef off the top was... The back to basics and the Tef, fucking brutal, man. Yeah, and they drew Force, another Force, which we pretty much figured. So they still have Plow. Yeah, they drew an additional Force anyway, so I don't think it mattered. So I made some very small changes. Back to basics is definitely harder to beat than